Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
I kind of figured you weren't going to tell me. I'm not going to beat it out of you. That sounds fishy. It does. No, I'll tell you what.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you.
All right, then. So I will head off to see Fafar.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fafar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sasau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Yeah. To be honest with... Oh, God. I'm just going to follow you, because otherwise I'm going to get lost. Am I swaying even though I'm sat on a bed? I am. That wine is stronger than I thought. However, there are worse things than being slightly inebriated while sat in a warm and dry room listening to the rain on a dark night. Yes, there are. Actually, it's kind of relaxing, isn't it? Sitting inside, nice and warm and cosy when it rains outside. Yes, it is. It's been a busy day. Now, a quick recap. I tracked down the mysterious knight and found a potential ally. Somebody who is also looking into the counterfeiting operation, and we're probably going to be pooling our resources for now. Unfortunately, he did kill the merchant Menhart when he attacked the cart, and we're not going to be able to question him. But he did get some documents, and those documents I need to take to Master Fafar, the Master Engineer for Sir Radzik in Rattay. I actually have to see Master Fafar about reopening the mine in Skalitz as well. In fact, Sir Radzik was quite insistent, quite keen on me getting on with that fairly soon by the sounds of things, although that shouldn't be a big surprise. Of course, coin is going to be essential in financing any counter-offensive we have. So that is my primary target right now. However, I also want to help out Sir Hanush. Sir Hanush is a little worried about an archbishop's visit, and he kind of wants me to make sure this archbishop goes away because he's worried he's going to lose his estate. Now, we owe Sir Hanush. He has been host to us and made us feel welcome and helped us out, and I really do want to repay the favour. Plus, if you want to look at this a little more callously, if Sir Hanush loses his estate or has to focus on that instead of helping us, it could endanger our base of operations here in Rattay. I think I want to go to Ujits and get that sorted as quickly as possible for him. And I feel like I've got a bit of a breather now. I've got an ally here in Sasau keeping his eye on the monastery where the counterfeiting operation is. And I'm going to be taking some documents to Rattay where obviously he's going to have to spend some time sorting through them, and I may even be trying to fix the mines in Skalitz as well whilst he's doing that. So I feel I've actually got a little time to spare now to help Sir Hanush out. And I'm actually going to travel through Ledechko, I think, just so that I can pass on the good news to the boys. Yeah, tell Fritz the news. And then go up to Talmberg, is that? Yeah, go up to Talmberg and then on to Ujits. That is my plan. Now, I'm going to need a night's sleep. Oh, I tell you what. My armour is disgusting. Ulrich actually took all of his armour off. He didn't take his weapon off, but he did take his armour off. And I realise I've got into a terrible habit. I tend to go to bed fully clothed, which does make it a little safer if I'm going to spring out of bed, you know, needing to defend myself. But I'm assuming that's not a thing here. Oh my god, this mace is disgusting. I probably don't need a torch. Does it make it more comfortable when I sleep? Comfort, 50%. No, it doesn't. You know what? Okay, Oh, I've got a little bit of food. Ooh, actually, sometimes it's best to eat the food before you sleep, just in case it's about to go off. Fill the nourishment up. What have I got? I've got lentil mash. That's got... Oh, I can take both of those. I should... Oh. Was that... Oh, that was all of them. Could have sworn there was more. I like to save these for emergencies. Yes, I do. I think with the lentil mash, I must have been looking at the wrong number. I need to stop off and get some food tomorrow. Yes, I do. Although my plan is to get up early here. I've got a lot of energy. Yes, I do. I could get up at 4, but I think that's going to be too dark to be travelling. It's always a bad idea. So let's get up at 5. Now, the downside is I won't be able to visit the bathhouse at this time in the morning. Or buy food. However, if I'm swinging through Ledechko, maybe I'll be there in time to get a bath. Otherwise, I'm going to be arriving in Uzhitz covered in blood and dirt. I mean, I can wash some of it off, but, I mean, look, that mace is in a pretty disgusting state, isn't it? Let's use the sword for now, and let's also get dressed. I didn't feel like that was more, Did I regain energy faster or something? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. It's probably a good idea to take your armour off before you get to bed anyway. You see, I'm learning etiquette from the night. Yes, I am. Now, was there a... Okay, I need a bucket to wash myself in. Is there... stables. Inspect horse. This horse is slower than mine. Is that because of my speed boost, though? Oh, we can carry more, though. I mean, does this take into account the racehorse perk thing? Because the racehorse perk boosted the speed for Pebbles. Because that 56 is with that perk. Mind you, Pebbles really is bad in all other areas. I mean, I'm not dissing Pebbles. I'm not. I don't want to diss Pebbles. I can't find anywhere to walk. You know what? We'll find somewhere on the way. We will find somewhere on the way. Let's get to... Well, we're going to start by heading to Ledechko. I don't think I actually need this. I think it is daytime. I'm not seeing any guards. Let's plan our route. We're going to cross the bridge. We're going to turn up north and then take the right path from the shrine, go around past the miller there, and then just keep following it through to Ledechko. Hopefully, at that point, the baths will be open. And some of... Oh, God, you know what? It might be so early that they're not. That could be an issue. Yeah. They don't have a bathhouse at Uzhitz. And honestly, I need a bath quite badly. And I'm going to be talking to a priest and trying to convince him to go away. I don't want to turn up covered in mud and blood. Although maybe I do. Maybe I want to scare him. Maybe I want to give the impression of a mad lunatic. Hi. Oh, okay, okay. Something's blocking. I see you. I see you. Oh, what? Okay. Cumin bow and better piercing arrow. Can I see armor? Dude. See, I should walk up to you and say, excuse me, Are you lost? But I'm not going to. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to shoot you with a bloody arrow. Do you have friends? Do you? You know what? As soon as he stood completely still. Where is it? Dollmaker. This? What does this do? This makes him weaker, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Let's put that on one of the arrows. Yeah. Let's see if this slows him down, and then I can just take out the sword. Watch me miss now. Watch me miss right now. That is just what a waste of a potion. Come on, come on.
This won't take long.
Oh god, no, this. Oh, it's. You know what? I should go for mace. Oh, wrong. I should go for mace. And where's the ceremonial mace? There we go. There we go. And this takes just.
You.
God, that's. Oh, this. Ooh. Oh god. Oh god, no. Oh god, these guys are. Oh no, I'm seriously taking a beating here.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
I can't. Oh, okay. I think I got him. Oh my god, this is.
I'll slaughter you.
Is there someone with her? Oh god. Okay, okay. Where's his friend?
You're dead.
I am. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh no, no. Oh god.
Is that the best?
Okay. Come on. Oh no, he got a Master Strike on me. He got a Master Strike on me. Oh, someone is shooting me with arrows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, he got the Master Strike on me. Who is shooting me with arrows? Someone is shooting me with arrows. Oh.
Bring it on.
Oh god. This is still very, very. Come on. Oh god, you got the Master Strike on him. Come on, come on, come on. Unfortunately, you got your back to the guy. Oh, oh no, no, again. Oh god, I can't see anything because of the trees. Oh no, god, one of them behind me. Oh. Get some space open, space open, space open.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Maybe a little. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. I want to kill this guy. I want to kill this guy. Before he runs. I knew he was going to run. Stop running away with my armor.
Is that the best you can do?
Come here with my armor, you. Yeah. I know what that is, but I want it. Oh, you know what? God, that's annoying. Where's the guy with it? Where's the guy with it?
That's combat.
You know what? Oh god, I've got no range with this thing. Oh god, damn it! Oh, there's two of them. Oh, oh god, I can't even. I've gone berserk, but I can't see anything. I can't. Oh my god! I had a terrible dream last night. I dreamt that I was travelling to Ledechko and got attacked by brigands. And everything was going okay. And I drove off one of them and was dealing with the second one. And then I decided to just go and sort out an archer that was annoying me. And that usually works. But this time, it all went to crap. I think part of the problem was in my dream I used the mace. And that seems to be a bad idea against lightly armoured, quick-moving opponents. Yeah, my dream happened here. And so I couldn't close on him. But also, when he hit me, it just seemed to be... Oh. Pretty...
What did you say? What's the matter?
Okay. Alright, we got two of them. Alright, I've not had time to prepare this time. Okay, this...
Yeah. Where could you vanish?
Oh, nice!
Somewhere.
Oh, that was a combo as well. Yeah, longsword against fast moving. Well, that went a bit better, didn't it? Oh. Why won't it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But for some odd reason, I just got, in my dream, I got completely... Am I still in combat? Like, unable to move. I was hit and just couldn't. Could not get back in the game, so to speak. Oh, this stuff can be... No, noble stuff, are they? And you? What did you have? Where's your weapon? Oh, nice. That's... Have I got those? I might not... Okay. What? Why are these guys wearing, like, noblemen's... Oh. Yeah. I mean, definitely. Sword. I am actually better with sword than I am mace as well. That's the other thing. I'm thinking maybe against multiple opponents. Oh. I'm thinking about maybe with multiple opponents, I should stick with sword until I'm absolutely sure I've got it under control. And then if I've got a heavily armoured opponent, switch to the mace. I think my defense might be a little better with the sword. Even though the shield should be good. For some odd reason, I find that it blocks the vision. There is also a side of me wondering whether I should try mace without shield. Just try for the blocks more than the, you know, the ripostes more than the blocks. It is... Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put the rest of the stuff. Okay. Let's hope that is the end of the adventures for this morning. Right. This is the... Now, let's have a think. When we get to there... We're here. We can either go back and go all the way around, which is how I originally got here, or keep going across the river and we should end up seeing Ledechko dead ahead. Hopefully in time to get a nice bath, bit of trading done, and see the boys and give them various pieces of good news. Actually, no, I'm going to give them one piece of good news and I'm going to check on how they are doing. That is actually what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And there we have it, Ledechko. Is it... Okay. Morning. Is it... late enough, he says late enough for the shops to be open? Probably not. The shops tend to open really quite late. Yes, they do.
Thief!
Thief! Okay, didn't I tackle you?
Somebody help me!
Okay, got him. Oh, come on! You just got punched in the face with like a metal fist. Oh, God, that had to hurt.
Had enough. Please, leave me be.
Yeah, we know how this works. Come on, come
now.
on.
We don't have to get all worked up on account of a scrap of cloth, do we?
Oh, we be glad it didn't end up worse. Just go,
No
go.
excuses. Hand it over.
Here.
You got the thrashing you
3
deserved.
bandages. I mean,
I hope you've learned your lesson.
I'd let him keep
Yes,
it,
sir.
but the shopkeepers that are chasing him are going to be this
You
one.
really let him go?
Yes!
Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
I did. Oh, my God. Just.
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
I mean, I wonder. I mean, I let him go because I don't want to, like, you know. Can we put him in the stocks? Did you just walk through my horse? Because if so, don't do that again. Follow along. Pebbles, let's have a look and see if the local... No, there we go. The shops are not open, so let's try and remember where everything was. And... Okay. Wash myself a little bit. Let's go and have a bath and find the miller. The miller was on this side. I can't remember where the bath... There's the bathhouse. In fact, let's get the bath. Oh, you know what? I could just have a long bath, if you know what I mean. Is the miller over there? I think he is. All right. I could have a long bath. Are they open? They're not open. They're not open yet. They're not open yet. Fine. Talk to the boys first. I wonder what time they do open. Pretty sure the miller was over here, wasn't he? Lazy. Okay, so there's the... Find out how Fritz and Matthew are doing. That's kind of why I'm here. Hello? I'm trying to talk to someone. Everyone's... I'm gonna private.
Is someone there? What do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to get the
hell out of
attention
here.
of old Thomas. All right, sorry. I'm just... Could you tell me where my... Hey!
Why are you waking me?
Why am I waking...
Go away.
Really?
No sign of anyone?
I'm
God
here.
knows what it was.
It's me. The giant man dressed in metal running around. Trying to get someone's attention. What time is it? It's not quite 7 o'clock. All right. While I'm here, I want to wait a few minutes. I definitely want to wait a few minutes. Do some archery while I'm waiting. Don't think it's going to help. But, you know. I could pick some flowers. How am I doing on the flower picking? Herbalism 20. Alright, let's just waste a bit of time here. There's a tourney happening today. Don't really care. Does that mean it's wakey time? Those chimneys, are they giving out smoke during the night? Or is it just... Is that a good way of discovering whether or not... Oh, God, you know what? I need a pick-up all. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, God, yes, I do. Still, a bit of practice. It still takes me a long time to draw the weapon. It really does. I was sort of hoping it would speed up as I got stronger. Maybe it's just all about the bow skill, or... Not 100% sure. All right.
Oh, that...
You were about to tell me to put the bow away, weren't you? Which is fair enough. Which is fair enough. Definitely is fair enough. How are we doing here? Do we have people working here yet? No! All right, what about the boys? What about the boys? Are they going to be awake, or do I have to wait an hour or so for them? Okay, see? See, you're up. Milkmaid Jane is up, which means the boys should be up. I wouldn't put it past them to still be in bed. Because... And who are you? Old Thomas? Hello?
Good health to you.
How are the carpenters
So
doing?
what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
Oh, God.
It's good they have someone to look out for them.
May the Lord watch over
All right,
you.
so old Thomas likes them. Old Thomas likes them, but, yeah. Where's the miller? All right, I found Matthew. Where's Fitz? Was there another? Oh, God, there he is. You two are a waste of space, do you know that? You're an absolute waste of space. To get your job, you're lazing around. It's 7 in the morning. I've already killed 2 people today. Okay, this should waste a couple of hours.
Some private bar
And if the boys are not out of bed,
for 2.
I'm just going
I'm
to
sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
I'm just going to kick them. I'm in a private area. Well, I would hope so, all things considered.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Okay, I'm in a private area. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love the fact that I don't have to pay for this. Dice game going on over there. Right. So, let's just take pebbles. Let's just take pebbles because I don't want to get my boots dirty now. I'm all nice and clean and shiny. Is that one of the boys? I think that's one of the boys. There's the other one. All right, you lazy so-and-sos. I've had a busy morning. Believe it or not, you wouldn't believe the things I've done today.
How are you?
Pretty good. About your debts. How'd you like it at the mill? Let's get
How
that.
do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Scarlet's. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
What's he done to you?
Drown him? What's he done to you?
Is he talking about Thomas?
The first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off.
Oh, God.
And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
Your
I see.
waist.
Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
Wait, and the others? What? Are we talking about? Are we talking about Thomas? Is that the guy? Who's the foreman? You've got a job, you bum.
I spoke with him briefly and he doesn't seem so horrible.
Then you ought to try working with him. He's a sneaky bastard.
Are we talking about Thomas?
And arrogant.
He's putting a
should
good
see
word
how
for
he
you.
puffs himself up when he's off to play dice with Lawrence.
Who's Lawrence? Another mill hand?
Aye, but at the neighbouring mill. They call him the Wren. Damned if I know why. Thomas goes there to play dice with him.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But it's Thomas who's the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
Come on, dude.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
You want to get him killed? Are you... What do you train at? Fist fighting. Oh, you train him... You could train me in fist fighting? Yeah. Why am I not remotely surprised?
I want to get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
I did not know you would do that.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right.
Because I'm only... I don't actually think I'm... I'm going to
Isn't
haggle.
that quite a lot?
I mean, I don't actually ever...
What do you say to
unarmed
this?
fighting often enough.
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Okay. Really? You're haggling me. You should teach me this for free, you bum.
Agreed. Now listen up.
So that's one way to improve it unarmed, because I really don't ever use it often enough. However, that's actually not what I came... Okay.
About your brawl with Elias. Your best friend settled the matter.
You're serious?
Absolutely. All you have to do is go to him and promise you'll pay the debt somehow.
We won't forget this. Oh, on my honor. Thanks.
Alright, so you're going to go all the way to Sasau to tell him...
Care.
Oh. Matthew!
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
You can stop calling me good night. I hear you're not getting on so well round here. Yeah, go on.
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the arse. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
We put in a good word
You
for
know
you,
what
though.
it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
Oh, he's just... Oh, so he's just a... So he's just a negative Nelly, really. That's all it is.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
Okay.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
I would never have guessed it.
I'd never have guessed he's like that.
I wouldn't know. He
Well,
didn't...
get a job here as a hand, and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you?
Good one. He keeps his eye on everything, but his hand only touches the saw when the miller shows up, which isn't that surprising.
Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his either.
So he's clumsy and arrogant. That's what you said about your last master, that Nimoy.
Aye, but at least you could sneak away from old Nimoy for a bit. No chance of that around here.
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable. And there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Yes.
I'll try and talk to him.
Of course I will.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with
All
him.
right, so we got two different approaches here. Fitz wants to punch the living daylight. But what are you training? Stealth. Okay, never mind. I probably could do with the. I probably could do with the training, but
Good day to you.
Okay. How are the carpenters doing?
Are you happy with your new workers?
They're good carpenters, but someone constantly has to stand behind their backs and keep an eye on them.
Really?
That's kind of true.
Yes. When I'm there with them, everything goes smoothly. But the moment I leave, I hear Thomas yelling at them.
I've heard.
All right.
I don't know what I'd do without Thomas. He keeps an eye on everything for me now. The mill wouldn't function without him.
But
Thomas has problems with carpentry.
You're right. You should hear him cursing when he has to turn his hand to it. He knows he'll never be a real miller.
What, just because of that?
No. He's not too skilled at handling the water wheel and the mill run either. He can wield a shovel well enough, but otherwise I have to keep telling him how to do things.
To be honest, it sounds kind of like he's the worst foreman ever, then. I mean, you're saying he just doesn't know his job?
So he's not been foreman too long, then?
No. My son used to run the mill, but then his wagon overturned with him inside it. It'll be a year ago now, come spring.
I'm sorry.
Me too, boy. And after Martin was gone, the other workers left and only Thomas stayed. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Okay.
What happened that day? Wagons don't overturn themselves.
He was transporting new stone blocks for the mill and he had to take a detour. Since the wagon was too heavy for the ford, it was after a downpour. The load must have slipped and the whole wagon fell on him. I pray it was quick.
So he was alone, with no one to help him?
Of course not. Thomas was there too. He helped Martin to load the wagon in Sasau, and both of them set off back.
Oh.
Just the two of them? No one else was there?
No, they always did it that way. Martin didn't like dragging people where it wasn't necessary, when they could be doing work elsewhere. But if I had been there with them, maybe he'd still be alive. Thomas couldn't pull the wagon off him. He ran for help, but it was already too late.
I'm sorry. But I'm sure he's in God's kingdom now.
He was a good boy, a kind soul.
Oh. Why is my little suspicious gland secreting right now?
Have you been without carpenters for a while?
A long time. Since winter, it's been just me and Thomas.
Nobody stays around?
No. These days, it's hard to find a man you can rely on. Young lads today are bone idle. None of them wants to do an honest day's work.
And how many have actually worked here?
About half a dozen, maybe more. We always put up with them till the most urgent work was done, then sent them packing.
And what about Jane? Shouldn't she have a husband by now?
What are you trying to say?
A pretty girl like her is ripe for marriage.
With a large dowry because she comes from a mill? Well, she had herself a man once, but he ran away during the winter. He wasn't up to the work either.
And how long did he last?
You know, he was here for a while. But back then my son was a foreman and he was a kindly soul. Too kind. He never threw anyone out.
So everyone started leaving when Thomas took over?
Well, Thomas is a dog on slackers. And just as well. Maybe it's harsh, but that's what you need nowadays. If we don't mill, folk don't eat.
So the moment Thomas became mill foreman, everyone started running off. Not one man could stand it here, even if they had a chance to marry Jane. Don't you think Thomas might be doing it on purpose? Sounds to me like he's after the mill, or your daughter, or both.
That's not like him. He's a good man and straightforward. He knows I can always send for a new mill foreman.
And Jane...
Don't worry about her.
Okay.
She'll wed whoever I approve of. Even Thomas, if he asks for her hand. At least with him, I know he won't leave the mill.
Indeed, why would he, once he's got rid of everyone else?
That's enough.
That's not what I would say.
I don't know why you're trying to slander Thomas, but I don't mean to listen to it any longer. Good luck to you.
No, I didn't. Well...
I heard what you asked my father. You can't expect help from him. He's none too sharp these days.
Woo! Don't stick your nose in... That's not where I went. No, no, no.
Then can you help me then?
No. Nobody listens to me. But I wanted to say that Thomas does do it on purpose.
Oh.
He did it the same way before.
Why?
Because he's afraid if someone comes who's more skilled, Father will notice and give his job to the newcomer.
And your father lets him? Can't he settle this?
He probably could, but he doesn't want to. My brother was the mill foreman before him, but last year a wagon overturned on him, broke his back. It broke my father too. And Thomas was here the longest. He was always close to my brother, so Father chose him as the mill foreman.
Oh.
And Thomas doesn't listen to anyone. Can't you persuade him?
No. He keeps looking my way and tries to be nice, but he doesn't care what I've got to say. When I tell him something, it goes in one ear and out the other.
And this probably won't end well. What happened to your brother?
And what does that have to do with this?
I don't know. You mentioned it, so I was just wondering.
There's not much to tell. A stone block that was loaded wrong, slippery ground after rain, and when the wagon overturned on him, there was no one around to help.
What do you mean, no one? Surely he wasn't alone.
No, he had Thomas with him. But Thomas couldn't lift the wagon off him, and by the time he found help, it was too late. And as if that wasn't bad enough, someone robbed my brother while Thomas was looking for help.
Someone robbed him after he was dead?
I don't know. But they took a mottled scarf which I gave him as a keepsake. He laughed when I gave it to him. He said it would make him look like a fop, but he still wore it all the time. And someone must have thought it was worth stealing.
But who'd steal a scarf?
Thomas!
Why are you asking me? When they brought him back here, he didn't have it. That's all I know.
I'm sorry about what happened to him.
Me too. But it was his own fault. If he'd brought more people with him, he'd still be alive. He was too kind for his own good.
I understand.
Ooh. I'm getting this urge to sneak into Thomas's room. Where would Thomas be sleeping? All right, let's just talk to Thomas again.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Okay, here is a dice game going. Heard you were with the millers somewhere. Oh. I heard people call you a town... Oh! If I provoke him and get into a fight with him, I'm not sure how that's going to do well. Here's a dice game going. I heard you...
About those two.
It's a wonder I still let them hang around.
There'll never be any use as a miller, but you need help. You'll never...
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe. But they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill. And I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But...
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Thing is I don't know whether they want to work in the mines, and I've got this, of course I'll arrange it. Actually, no, they've had enough of you. They have had enough of him. I think they'd be happy working here if he wasn't such a doofus, but... And he's trying to drive them off. And if I get a guarantee that that they'll leave soon, then he'll be okay. But that will leave him as the foreman and no one here, and the miller's going to be... You know what? No. To be honest with you, this guy, there's something about him. A, he's definitely driving people away, which is not good for the miller or the daughter. But also, I'm a bit suspicious about this thing with the brother.
Now I think about it, probably not. You've been a pest for a long time now, and they'll want to pay you back for it.
Then why the hell did you start talking about it? You were just wasting my time.
It's not like you do anything anyway. Apart from sitting around yelling at the men actually doing the work.
Exactly how I wanted to...
I was being pretty reasonable, but now you're on thin ice. If you want to fight, just say so.
We need to pick a place for the fight that isn't too public.
That's one thing we can agree about.
You have any idea where we could do it?
There's a place to the north of Leditchko we can go to after sunset. We won't be seen there, and most of the time it's empty.
Good. Above Leditchko.
I'm busy!
Fine. And who will I be giving a pasting to?
Take your pick. There'll be 3 of us, and you can bring 2 of your friends as well. So there'll be more than enough to go around.
And why not? Do we have a deal then? No trying to get out of it later on.
Oh God, now I've got to hang around. Can I just do let's forget about it and try the... I want to find out about the brother thing. I'm not going to be able to do that now, am I? Fine.
Agreed.
Oh my God.
Farewell.
Oh, this is slightly annoying.
I spoke with the miller's daughter.
It's a shame her father won't listen to her. She knows all about Thomas, but...
Her father doesn't believe her.
He reckons it's just a woman's fancy. He probably thinks she's smitten with one of us. Not that I'd object, but she's a clever one. She'd make a better miller than either of those
two.
Goodbye.
Dude, you should put your daughter in charge. You should put your daughter in charge. Listen.
Go and bother someone younger.
God damn it. I don't want to wait around. I do not want to wait around, but I don't want to leave my friends, like, in trouble.
I did it. I arranged to fight him just like you wanted. He had nothing against the idea. He'll bring 2 men, and the 3 of them will wait for us on the hill near Ledetchko.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was too much of a coward.
So, how are we going to do it? Should we just meet there?
No. Come and see me towards evening, and then we'll go. Oh, and perhaps you should let Matthew know. Since you were the one who set it up. See you later.
Okay, Matthew?
Well, I spoke with him.
How did it go? Did you come to an agreement?
No. There's no talking to him.
What will we do now? I suppose we could just leave, but I don't want to as long as there's some coin to be earned here.
Oh, don't go running off just yet. Fritz and I have come up with a plan.
And
Shit. You want to trounce him, don't you?
Yeah.
We've arranged a fight to decide things. If we win, he'll leave you alone. If we lose, you'll be on your way.
Sakra! Well, I suppose we've got no other choice. There's no talking to that man. But I find it hard to believe he'll just leave us alone, even if we do win.
It will be us 3 against them 3. That's an honourable fight, and the better men will win.
If you say so.
Better men.
Take
Well,
care.
yeah, if you define better men as the men who bring a friend in full plate armour,